If your body no longer responds the way it used to, in bed, on your feet, or even in your mind, this message is for you. You might think it's just aging, but for thousands of men over 60, the real reason behind fatigue, weak performance, and lost confidence lies in something far simpler and far easier to fix than you've been told. Welcome to the channel, where we go beyond the surface and talk directly to the men who've worked hard, lived fully, and now want to feel strong again, mentally, physically, and intimately. Have you felt like your energy's slipping, even with sleep and good food? Ever wondered if your drive could return without prescriptions? What if 3 forgotten nutrients could change everything? If this sounds like you or someone you love, drop a 1 in the comments, or a 0 if not, and tell me what you're going through. I read every message. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because what I'm about to share might just restore the version of you you've been missing. Let's get into it. A deficiency of 3 essential vitamins. Your body is subtly craving them. I'm Dr. Olivia Carson, a specialist in men's health with nearly 30 years of experience assisting men over 60 in regaining the energy, strength, and sexual confidence they believed was lost for good. Many healthcare professionals may not express this. Many older men still possess a strong desire. There is a deficiency in circulation, stamina, and hormonal equilibrium, and frequently the solution isn't found in a prescription. Your choices are right in front of you. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. Which country or city are you in? It's incredible to witness the extent of this message's reach, and I truly enjoy receiving feedback from each of you. Today, I'll reveal the 3 essential vitamins that every man over 60 should incorporate into his routine, and how these can aid in restoring natural erections, enhancing testosterone levels, and revitalizing your energy. Let's dive right in, beginning with the first and often neglected factor in enhancing blood circulation and supporting natural erections for men over 60. It's a substance your body once generated with ease, particularly when you were active outdoors. But as you grow older, its levels decline significantly, leading to reduced circulation, energy, and overall performance. I'm discussing vitamin D, frequently referred to as the sunshine vitamin, but for you, it might simply be the key to regaining your strength and confidence. Allow me to clarify the reasons behind this. 1. Vitamin D, the catalyst for circulation. I still recall the initial moment I found myself seated opposite a 67-year-old gentleman named Paul. He was insightful, reflective, and profoundly exasperated. "Doc," he expressed, "I still desire to maintain intimacy with my wife, but my body just isn't responding the way it used to." That subtle admission is one I've encountered from countless individuals throughout the years, and more frequently than not, the initial step to reigniting that passion isn't a miraculous solution, it's a crucial nutrient. Vitamin D is often overlooked as a crucial nutrient for men's health after the age of 60. Often perceived merely as a sunlight-derived nutrient, essential for children's bone health, vitamin D actually exerts a significant influence on male performance. It's the crucial mechanism that enables your blood vessels to expand, ensuring the flow of oxygen-rich blood throughout your body, particularly to the regions that contribute to your masculine traits. Lacking this, blood flow diminishes, vitality decreases, and closeness becomes more challenging than necessary. A significant portion of older adults, over 40%, are lacking in vitamin D. I'm referring to those admirable individuals, who maintain an active lifestyle, consume wholesome foods, yet still ponder, why do I feel disconnected from my true self? A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to reduced production of nitric oxide, which is crucial for maintaining proper blood circulation and enhancing sexual performance. It's more than just physical intimacy. It's all about endurance, focus, and self-assurance. Fortunately, addressing a deficiency can be straightforward and doesn't involve complex procedures. Spending 15 to 20 minutes in the morning sun, increasing your intake of salmon, tuna, or fortified dairy, and adding a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement can significantly enhance your body's performance. I've witnessed individuals who struggled to complete a simple walk around the block suddenly feel revitalized and re-establish their connection with their partners. This is practical application. This is science, and it's one of the easiest methods to restore your vitality. While vitamin D is indeed potent, it has its limits. Even with good circulation, your body requires energy to maintain that flow, support it, and translate it into movement. That's where our second supplement comes into play. Have you ever experienced unexplained fatigue? This could be the crucial insight you need to regain the vitality you've been lacking. Let's discuss that next. 2. Vitamin B12, the powerhouse of energy. Some time back, I worked with a client named Robert. At 72, he enjoyed his retirement as a firefighter and cherished his role as a grandfather. Yet underneath his robust facade, he appeared fatigued. He mentioned that he gets 8 hours of sleep and eats his meals, yet he still feels like he's dragging through the day. I feel mentally clouded, physically drained, and when it comes to intimacy with my wife, I just can't muster the energy. His story resonated with me, as it was quite typical and often overlooked. What Robert was describing was a typical case of vitamin B12 deficiency, a condition I frequently encounter in numerous men over the age of 60. This vitamin plays a vital role in generating energy. Without it, your body struggles to transform food into usable energy, regardless of your eating habits or sleep patterns. Lacking sufficient B12 can leave your body feeling depleted. It also plays a crucial role in the formation of red blood cells, which transport oxygen to your muscles, brain, and indeed your sexual organs. When those cells are deficient, everything tends to decelerate. Your energy wanes, your concentration slips, and you might find yourself feeling detached from the activities that once brought you joy. And here's the twist. With advancing age, the efficiency of B12 absorption from dietary sources diminishes. Even if you're consuming animal products, it may still fall short of your nutritional needs. This is the reason many older men experience fatigue, weakness, or mental cloudiness, despite having seemingly normal health indicators on paper. The answer can often be quite straightforward. Enhancing B12 levels through high-quality supplements or, in certain situations, injections from a healthcare professional can significantly improve mental clarity, boost physical energy, and revive that feeling of alertness. I've witnessed individuals transform from feeling sluggish in the afternoon to enjoying hikes, sharing laughter, and being fully engaged with their loved ones, all by addressing an unseen deficiency. However, energy alone doesn't tell the entire story. Your body requires safeguarding, something that fortifies blood vessels, diminishes inflammation, and bolsters the hormones that characterize masculinity. This is where the third vitamin plays a crucial role. Often referred to as the fertility vitamin, its effects extend well beyond just reproduction. In reality, lacking this could mean that your testosterone levels and circulation are already declining. Let's examine this in more detail. 3. Vitamin E, the guardian of fertility. I recall a conversation with James, a 70-year-old retired pilot who visited my clinic feeling quite frustrated and bewildered. He expressed to me, "I eat well, I exercise, I'm doing everything right, but lately I feel off. My drive is down, I'm not bouncing back the way I used to, and honestly, I just don't feel like myself anymore." That really struck a chord with me, as James was neither indifferent nor neglectful. He exhibited a strong sense of discipline, took pride in his choices, and was dedicated to maintaining his well-being. However, he lacked an essential element that even many healthcare professionals seldom discuss: vitamin E. Vitamin E serves more purposes than merely supporting fertility or enhancing skin health. It's a vital component for men's well-being, particularly for those over 60. This vitamin acts as a natural protector, combating oxidative stress and inflammation that can quietly harm your blood vessels, hormones, and reproductive organs over time. When inflammation accumulates, circulation diminishes, testosterone levels decline, and energy plummets. It's not immediate, but it's steady, and without awareness, individuals like James start to diminish their sharpness. The significance of vitamin E lies in its capacity to maintain the flexibility of your blood vessels and support robust circulation. Erections involve more than just desire. They rely heavily on proper circulation. When blood flow is compromised, it can lead to challenges in performance. However, there's more to consider. Vitamin E plays a vital role in enhancing your body's ability to produce testosterone, which becomes increasingly important after the age of 60. Low testosterone impacts more than just intimacy. It influences your emotional well-being, drive, and overall sense of direction in life. The positive aspect is that replenishing vitamin E is straightforward and organic. Almonds, sunflower seeds, olive oil, and leafy greens such as spinach or Swiss chard are excellent sources. If necessary, a high-quality natural vitamin E supplement can effectively address any deficiencies. I've witnessed individuals like James return months later with a smile, feeling more focused, empowered, and re-engaged with life. Have you ever thought about the effects of combining these three vitamins? Is there a method for them to collaborate in order to enhance outcomes? Absolutely. The answer is yes. When utilized properly, these nutrients have the potential to initiate a ripple effect that enhances not only your energy or erections, but also your overall experience of aging. Let's delve into the details. 4. The synergy of these three vitamins enhances their effectiveness. Years ago, I worked with a client named Walter. At 68, he was a retired high school coach who had consistently taken pride in maintaining his activity levels and mental acuity. He had been supplementing with vitamin D for some time, then incorporated B12 after experiencing fatigue, and subsequently began adding vitamin E when I clarified its importance in testosterone production. However, it was only when he began to take all three regularly and in the appropriate quantities that everything fell into place. I recall him entering my office one afternoon, beaming from ear to ear and saying, "Doc, I don't know what you did, but I feel like I've got a new engine." That's the strength of collaboration. These vitamins collaborate and enhance one another's effects rather than functioning in isolation. Vitamin D enhances circulation by increasing nitric oxide levels. Vitamin B12 enhances the production of red blood cells, facilitating better oxygen transport through improved circulation. Vitamin E plays a crucial role in safeguarding and nourishing the blood vessels responsible for circulation, while also assisting in the regulation of testosterone, which is essential for maintaining energy and motivation. Individually, they serve a purpose, but combined, they form what I refer to as the vitality triangle, where circulation, energy, and hormonal support function in unison. This becomes particularly crucial as you grow older, since your body doesn't recover as it once did. The process of absorbing nutrients can become sluggish, leading to increased inflammation, prolonged recovery times, and the absence of one crucial element can disrupt the entire system. When you harmonize these three elements, your body begins to recall its former vitality. Waking up more refreshed can lead to clearer thinking, quicker responses when it matters, and improvements not only in physical well-being, but also in emotional health. A feeling of assurance comes back, and that's something no medication can create. Walter was not an outlier. I've observed a similar change in numerous individuals who prioritize these nutrients and incorporate them into their everyday habits. However, let's consider this. Many individuals often overlook these advantages. What is the reason? Because they are inadvertently committing a frequent error that undermines the progress they are striving to achieve. And if you're not mindful, you could be falling into the same trap. Let's discuss the error and explore ways to correct it. 5. The common error that many men tend to overlook. One morning, a man named Gerald entered my office, carrying a plastic grocery bag brimming with various supplements. At 74, he was reflective, knowledgeable, and evidently making a concerted effort to manage his well-being. He laid out the bottles on my desk and said, "I've been using all of these for months, but I still feel exhausted, unclear, and frankly, nothing's getting better in that area." The disappointment in his voice was palpable, a sentiment I've encountered far too often. The most common error men tend to make, particularly those over 60, is believing that merely relying on supplements will suffice. Many people opt for inexpensive synthetic alternatives from discount retailers or online, under the misconception that all vitamins are identical. But this is not the case. The type, quality, and amount of a vitamin play a crucial role in how effectively your body absorbs and utilizes it rather than simply excreting it. Consider vitamin B12, for instance. Many generic brands utilize a type known as cyanocobalamin, which is often not effectively converted by many older men. What you should aim for is methylcobalamin, the active form that your body can effectively utilize. The same applies to vitamin D. D2 may be more affordable, but it is significantly less effective compared to D3. Additionally, synthetic forms of vitamin E may not provide the complete range that your body requires to promote testosterone levels and enhance circulation. Yet another oversight: lack of consistency. Occasionally remembering to take a vitamin once or twice a week won't lead to significant improvements. Your body flourishes with a harmonious balance. It requires consistent assistance to rejuvenate energy levels, enhance circulation, and stabilize hormonal balance. This focuses on establishing a consistent routine rather than seeking immediate solutions. When Gerald transitioned to superior options and started using them regularly, the change was remarkable. In just a month, he shared that he was experiencing improved sleep, waking up with more energy, and in his own words, feeling like himself again. The transformation wasn't a result of simply putting in more effort. It resulted from following the proper approach. With an understanding of what is beneficial and what to steer clear of, it's time to integrate everything into a cohesive plan. You may be curious about how to seamlessly incorporate this into your daily routine without it becoming overly complex. Next, we'll delve into a straightforward and practical routine that any man can adopt to enhance energy, performance, and overall vitality on a daily basis. Let's create your personalized plan. 6. Your daily vitality routine. When I collaborate with older men, one of the initial inquiries they pose, frequently accompanied by a blend of optimism and uncertainty, is, "Doc, please guide me on what to do every day. I prefer simplicity. I just want something effective." That's a question I hold in high regard because at this point in life, most men seek genuine solutions rather than trends or tricks. They seek reliability, straightforwardness, a strategy that empowers them to regain their strength. Let me share the story of Frank, a 66-year-old retired carpenter who sought my guidance after experiencing months of low energy, restless nights, and diminishing self-assurance in intimate situations. We didn't completely transform his life. Instead, we established a fundamental, effective routine centered on the vitamins we've discussed, and it made a significant difference. Every morning, Frank began his day with a full glass of water and his B12 supplement, accompanied by a protein-packed breakfast. Following breakfast, he would enjoy a brief 15-minute stroll outdoors, allowing the sunlight to aid in the natural production of vitamin D. On cloudy days or during winter, he incorporated a premium vitamin D3 supplement into his first meal. A small portion of almonds or sunflower seeds contributed to his vitamin E intake, complemented by a splash of olive oil on his midday salad. That was it. No extremes, just mindful, intentional decisions. In just a few weeks, Frank reported feeling more energetic while playing with his grandkids, a renewed desire to connect with his wife, and a resurgence of confidence that had gradually faded over time. He felt like himself again, not a younger version, but a more resilient, centered version of the man he had become. The reality is, you don't require an array of supplements or intricate regimens. What you truly need is a consistent approach, the appropriate nutrients in their optimal forms, and a perspective that affirms your ability to manage your health, because you absolutely can. As we conclude, I want to share one last thought, something that every man over 60 should be aware of, yet often isn't. If you've ever questioned if it's possible to regain strength, desire, and a sense of vitality, the answer could be quite enlightening. Let's discuss that. If you've come this far, I want to take a moment to connect with you, not as a professional, but as someone who has spent over 30 years engaging with individuals like you. Those who have lived rich lives, worked diligently, raised families, and built legacies. Now, many of you may be wondering, why doesn't my body feel as it once did? That question reflects resilience. It shows that you are actively seeking the strength, energy, and connection that bring purpose to life, and I truly admire that dedication. We've discussed 3 vital vitamins: vitamin D, the circulation enhancer that aids in opening your blood vessels and improving blood flow where it counts; vitamin B12, the energy booster that powers your brain, muscles, and endurance; and vitamin E, the protector that safeguards your heart, supports testosterone levels, and ensures your body functions optimally. However, the true strength lies not in merely recognizing their names, but in integrating them into your daily routine. The reality is, these essential elements do more than just nourish your body. They enhance your sense of self, boost your confidence, enrich your relationships, and empower you to wake up feeling like your true self once more. I've witnessed it occur far too often to question it, and I've observed individuals who believed their prime was over find a renewed energy that transformed their lives. What are the next steps? The choice is yours. You can choose to let the information you've received today gather dust, or you can put it into action. Your body has subtle signals that you can choose to respond to. Embrace that morning walk, take that supplement with purpose, and commit to your well-being and future. I can assure you it is far from too late. You have ample time to feel more robust, to reconnect, and to become the person you truly are, fully, confidently, and unapologetically. You've made a great choice by being here today. So let me ask you this. What part of your life have you been quietly accepting as just aging, when maybe it's just missing support? Because here's the truth. Growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means getting smarter about your body, your energy, your choices. And when you give your body what it's been lacking, it often gives you something back: strength, clarity, drive, and confidence. What have you noticed changing lately? And what are you ready to take back? Share your experience in the comments. You never know who you might inspire just by speaking up. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We release content every week designed for men just like you, seasoned, smart, and still full of potential. Because 60 isn't the end, it might just be the beginning.